Welcome back. We are so excited to have you. A lot of things have happened since the last time you heard from us. Let's catch up, shall we? First of all, happy 2025 and finally, happy Black History Month. For those of you who have watched the show in the past, you know normally we start off each episode in the form of Mornings with Mimi. Mimi always shares the best advice and a song recommendation. In super sad news, Mimi has moved to Atlanta. Although we will never be able to fully replace her, we are going to move forward with this quote by Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. We've seen a lot of students come out of Sanford Mall having peaceful protests for the greater good. We are proud of you. In this trying time, it's important to remember that you cannot always fight fire with fire. Peaceful protests and educating yourself is how we stay sane in this world. We will be moving on with a variation of Mornings with Mimi in these next episodes. Stay tuned to see what we've been cooking. The month of January was excruciatingly long. TikTok was banned, and then it wasn't. Trump took office, and obviously, some of us wish he hadn't. As always, please keep up with what's happening in the world. These things will affect you no matter who you voted for. We're going to take a quick commercial break. See you in 30 seconds.
Let's go!
To a place where you can grow.
A place to be heard.
And take a closer look.
A place where you can crush it.
And push yourself.
A place to find your voice.
This place rocks. And rolls.
A place where you can get out.
Wow! A place you'll never forget.
So where is this place? Let me show you.
On a lighter note, the Grammys happened, and they did not disappoint. This night was monumental for Black artists. Beyoncé went home with 3 awards, including Album of the Year. This is the first time she has ever won this, despite being the most awarded Grammy artist in history with 35 trophies. Truly, this was long overdue. Doechii won Best Rap Album with her latest album, Alligator Bites Never Heal. Since the category was introduced in 1989, only 3 women have ever won this: Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, and now Doechii. Not only did she have to take home a Grammy, but she gave a killer performance too. Finally, Kendrick Lamar. He won all 5 categories he was nominated for, including Record of the Year and Song of the Year for Not Like Us. A big congrats to everyone who won. And if you haven't already, stream some Cowboy Carter, Doechii, and Kendrick today. So if you hear someone complaining or saying it was rigged, ask them if they hate Black people, or if they hate Black music, or happiness. Anyways, on a personal note, like we mentioned last time, 2 of our beloved seniors graduated. Tessa Coakley, our founder, and our director, Liam Hughes. We miss you. We also know you are killing it out in the real world, so keep it up. Now, enough introductions, let's have a good show. Let's pass the rock to Jaden and Alec for our fit check.
What's up, Black App? I am Jaden, and I am here with
I'm Cam.
Cam.
Yes.
I'm loving the fit. I'm really loving the polo. So yeah, just go ahead and break it all down for us. Break it all down.
All right, let's go through it. This is actually from my homeboy Ben. It was a gift, so thank you. I got this from Plato's. These also from Plato's. I thrift all of my outfits. Shoes, I believe, were a gift as well. Hat from maybe a store on King Street, and yeah.
All right, favorite thrift spot in town. What do you think?
Ooh, in town, I'm gonna have to go with And Bananas or Plato's. Anywhere I go, I stop by Plato's. I love Plato's. It's my favorite.
Sure. And do you plan on watching the Super Bowl this weekend? Big weekend coming up.
I do. My homie's coming up too, so we're gonna have fun.
Who you rooting for that?
Honestly, I'm gonna say the Ravens, even though they didn't make it. The Ravens all the way down. I'm gonna always stand behind my boys, and
so how are the Ravens gonna win the Super Bowl? They not in the Super Bowl.
Because they're still gonna always come out on top. Them Eagles don't deserve to be where they're at. That's all I gotta say. Wrong bird.
All right, Cam, y'all hear that? Ravens, Super Bowl 2025. We appreciate it again. Keep doing your thing.
What's up, y'all? It's Alec Woods again. And who am I here with today?
Kaylee.
Alexis.
Nice to meet you, Kaylee and Alexis. All right, so I love the fits. Definitely got a lot of stuff to go through. Take me through it. What we got going on?
Okay, first, the Carhartt jacket. I got this at the Boone Mall Market. It was like
such a hard find, but we had bargained it down to $100. So best $100 I ever spent. Yeah, broke it in immediately. Shirt is also thrifted from another market from last semester, and I don't know their brand, so sorry. Jeans, also thrifted. I'm pretty sure I got them at Thrift Smith Village, and then my Doc Martens.
I got this jacket, I think at a thrift store. I haggled for it. It was originally $50. I got it for 10.
Period.
Underneath, I have my rabbit shirt on. It's just because, like, I like to get my derp on like that. I got these jeans from my grandma, like, 5 years ago.
Is so real.
They were way too big for me back then, but they fit me great now. And these are Nike, I think. I got them at some shoe store in Wilmington.
Sick.
Yeah.
No, I love the cohesiveness of the fits. The colors are coloring. Everything is given.
We are part of an organization called Queen and You here at App State. I'm the president, and this is my Queen Keeper. We are raising a fundraiser, so we're selling clothes, and people have brought their clothes they didn't want, so we could sell them. So, yeah.
Yeah, basically everything that she said. We're here until 3, so come out and see what it's about.
Come see what it's about. They got a lot of cool clothes here. Come pick up some fire stuff.
Okay, y'all, on a more serious note, with Trump coming back to office, we have a very serious threat. ICE. Let's go over what you need to know in the case of an encounter, whether you're an immigrant or not. Immigration and Customs Enforcement was formed after 9/11. In the past, ICE was focused on immigrants with violent criminal records. But now, with Trump in office, the Department of Homeland Security expanded something called expedited removal, which, get this, fast tracks deportations without a hearing before an immigration judge. Did you get that? Even if you think someone is undocumented, that alone would be enough to get them deported. You know what that reminds me of? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with the Schmalem Schmitz Schmiles. Not only is it terrifying to think that people could be getting deported without trial or proof of being a violent criminal, but now previously marked safe zones such as schools, places of worship, are susceptible to ICE raids. Do you think that a criminal is in an elementary school right now? Let's educate you. Here's what to do if you are approached by ICE. First, you have the right to remain silent. Whether you are approached at your home, your work, a traffic stop, or as part of a broader immigration raid. You also have the right to refuse searches of you and your home if the officer does not have a compelling warrant. Our advice, if you are an immigrant, ensure that you are carrying proper documents. Make sure that they are up to date. This includes passports, work permits, or proof of pending asylum of temporary protected status. Please spread the word. Keep those you love safe. We will get through this. I know that was a lot. Let's think things over during a quick 30-second commercial break.
Education is vital for growth and progress. What we learn shapes our future and the world that lies before us. That's why App State keeps advancing our founding mission of access to academic excellence. New programs provide new opportunities. New facilities open new doors for faculty and students. Tomorrow's solutions can be found here today. Here at the premier public undergraduate institution in the Southeast, here at App State.
Let's take a second to breathe and vibe with the nerds. Here's Nick with Blurred Alert.
Nick, Corey X Kenshin posted.
What? Watch out, Blur Alert. I'm Nick, your resident Blur, and welcome back. I hope y'all enjoyed your holiday weekend. I sure did. So let's get to it. Well, right before we get into it, it's February, so that means Happy Black History Month. Now that introduction's out the way, let's get to it. First of all, Corey posted. If you know who Corey X Kenshin is, then let me break it down for you. Corey X Kenshin, his YouTube name, is a famous black YouTuber. He's known for his family-friendly content and just being an overall nice guy. And of course, he loves to take his long hiatus from the platform. And recently, in one of his most recent return videos, he came back swinging. He's creating a manga that he hopes to turn to anime one day. And the big takeaway is, all the main characters are black and they're written and drawn to look like normal black people. Even though this might not seem like much to a lot of people here, In other parts of the world, especially like in Japan, when it comes to the animation, a lot of black characters are not depicted in such a positive light. A lot of times they might have over-exaggerated facial features, especially when it comes to the lips or noses. It might make them overly dark and just make them rough. And just overall just negative stereotypes. And it's just refreshing to see a black creator creating black work, inspiring other people to do other animation work too, because it's always good to see representation in the nerd field, especially with all the harmful gatekeeping that the community has had for decades. Now it's time for the blurb bit. I ask y'all a question, and y'all try to answer it. Blurb bit. Who is the creator of the recent manga, Clock Striker? If you said Frederick L. Jones, then you'd be correct. Frederick created a manga by the name of Clock Striker, and when he first released it, a lot of people were skeptical about how well it would do because the lead is a female black woman as a lead character, and the people in Japan are loving it. It's a huge success. It's one of the fastest growing and just most popular manga in Japan right now. And he's been breaking a lot of culture barriers that a lot of people didn't think would be possible or just extremely hard to do. And it just proves that the more diversity, the more inclusion you have in your works, the more barriers you can break. And hopefully we can tear down, once again, the people who just love to gatekeep the community for some reason. Well, that's all we have time for today. Make sure to follow us on our TikTok, our Instagram, and our other social medias. And with that, blur it out.
Back to Trump in office. In January, President Trump issued an executive order to end DEI programs in the federal government, calling these programs illegal and immoral. DEI, which stands for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, promotes the representation of different groups of individuals. People's jobs are now being threatened and negatively impacted. Labeling Black people and women as DEI hires takes away from their credibility. Darren Beattie is a former Trump staffer who was fired from the White House in 2016. He was terminated after attending a white nationalist conference and has now been tapped to serve as the State Department's acting Undersecretary for Public Diplomacy and Public Affairs. Beattie made a post on X that said, "Competent white men must be in charge if you want things to work. Unfortunately, our entire national ideology is predicted on coddling the feelings of women and minorities and demoralizing competent white men." Beattie has also tweeted at Black public figures, such as Ibram Kendi, a famed Black author. Beattie stated that these Black people need to learn their place and bend the knee to MAGA. The executive order made by President Trump has made it more acceptable to express white supremacist ideologies. This threatens the return of fully white United States political system, and Black people, along with women and other people of color, falling victim to discrimination. We will be right back after this short commercial break.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
And that's a wrap on our first episode back. It is so good to be back, and we miss everybody so much. To stay up to date on everything Black at App, check us out on our socials. We like to keep things very simple. Just look up @Black at App on Insta and TikTok. I'll catch you guys next episode. Sophia Samples out.